Okay, I'm just doing this recording because let me turn this off. I'm making a video. I bought this Al A N K or something like that the other day. I bought one and hooked it up. Had the cameras hooked on and went poof. Something happened to it. I think it's something against this company because it looks like real good, decent quality for what it is. Don't smell. It's got a little bit of smell to it, but the other one, anyway, I'm going to show you how I'm doing it, just in case I sent the other one back. I think the other one was just a dud. I was all set up going through and had cameras set up, going through the setup, and it all went poof. Alright. You got to start by taking out a couple of screws, 4 screws. Now you don't have to do this, but if you don't do it, you ain't gonna have a backup. It won't be no hard drive backup. Now you might be able to do a backup through there. There's probably some type of program that you could hook it to a servo or servet or whatever they're called. It's very simple to put together. It's nothing tricky or hard about this. I watched a gentleman's video. I watched quite a few videos. There are a couple of them were in other countries and I couldn't really understand it since I got dyslexia. It's better if I can hear it. This screw is messed up here. There, got it. I'm using a 1 or a 1.5. They might be 2s. That's but this yeah. Doesn't even say what it is. Probably a 1.5. But that's what I used the other day, so. Alright. One thing you're going to have to do is take this wire right here. It's got plenty of looseness. And you just got to there you go. Tweak it out of the way a little bit. You don't want to crink any or rip any wires or anything. You just want to get that laying flat, like that. You open your box here. This is going to have a mouse, control it, your power supply. Things you need out of here is right there. Comes with the Ethernet cable. And also the other cable. Well, we need these screws right now. And what you do is take the screws, put them in your hard drive. This came out of my other setup. It was a Night Owl, which it worked for the longest time. And before that I had a Zeo or Zeto, something like that. But the Night Owl I like because it had an app. This one has an app too. This box right here cost me like 60 bucks. I actually got it cheaper because I had Amazon like gift cards. I do apps and stuff where you can get gift cards. Alright. We got the screws barely in there. We're going to open our parts. This you got to kind of be careful with This one it really doesn't matter. You got to be careful plugging the stuff up, yes. Make sure it's plugged in there. And it's got an L in there, you really can't see it. But the L's usually always go down. I don't know, hook that one. Shouldn't matter, but there it goes. Just gave me a little more room. Then you can take this and you always make sure it's going the wires are the shortest. You can usually, it's a little thing back here. That's what they say to do, but this doesn't work like they say it. They say that you can put that in there and feed that across. But you can see that doesn't work. I got them screws out also as far as I can. That one's pretty good. And you don't want to tap and beat on it because this is not a solid state drive. Solid state drive, you'd have a little more play. There it is. And a solid state drive wouldn't have many moving parts. The old HHD drive, it's got magnets and a sweeper in there, two sweepers like that. They go across the, looks like two CDs. I know that because I tore them apart before. I destroy them like that when I need to. You just want to make sure they're snug, don't need to over tighten them. Alright. This is the one where you got to be a little careful with. It does, last time I did it, it was a little tricky, but it does fit. Actually, this one went right on the last time it didn't. Maybe that was a problem with the other one. That snapped right in. Last time I did that, it didn't work. I had a heck time getting it to snap. You seen what I did. That one snapped. Make sure all our powers and grounds are on. What I'm going to do, I'll spin you around here. And I'll plug this in first, because you never want to have the power on go like this, because if you would take this or that in and tap on it or whatever, it could short circuit or anything. Let's see. This ain't where it's going, but I'm going to plug it in to see if the hard drive is on. Don't want to set it on my new computer. There you go, I can set it like that. Because if the hard drive doesn't come on, then you got to make sure the power is on there, right? So let's plug it in. We're good. Power. I heard it. I don't know if you went to ring, and I could feel it. So let me turn you back around. Now we just gotta put this back together. It's got a lip here. Well, I'm putting it together wrong. There we go. Make sure it lips in there. If you could start the screws by hand, it's better. Do the back ones first, I would recommend, because it's going to tighten the case up where you can at least get the front ones in a little better. Not, you're going to be fighting the front ones. Because the case has got to go forwards. These go this way, and the front ones, it doesn't line up. See, now it lines up. Alright. We got all that. We got the mouse. We'll go ahead and undo the mouse. We don't need any of the other parts because I already got all that stuff hooked up. For now, the only thing we need is this and the power. You want to get, whatever you do, you want to get the recommended power or whatever they have. So let's stop you and we'll finish up over on the other side. Okay, I know it's a mess and you see insulation, blah blah, whatever. This is an attic room, so I just haven't finished it, but that doesn't matter about this. This is the original box. It was a night out. The only thing I took out of this, as you see, is the hard drive. Kept all the rest of it. It's almost identical. I got it setting up here because it sets up the thing so I can hook my cables on. Now, get our cables out of the way here. Make sure you hook all your cables in first. That's our Ethernet. It's got to go into it too. There it is. I had to find my power, my junction power, or my spider, eight-legged spider, or whatever you want to call it. Here's their brick they send you. We're going to send it up through here. I'm not plugging that in. Let me see. I can plug in this to that, then that splits the up the 8 different channels. It's only 12 volts at like 1 point some amps or whatever, 3 amps. So it ain't tons, but still, one little zap will destroy a machine, a computer. Some people probably tell you, oh no, yeah, it can. Alright. I do not know what camera's which. It doesn't matter. I only got 7 cameras outside. I'm gonna hook. Here we go. Number 2. And these are sliding in better because the last one didn't fit that great for some reason. So I said, might have been a return, a dud. Probably not a return, but because these go in and then they push and they twist. You twist them, see it? I got one. Alright, getting ahead of myself here. This one, these 2 need hooked up. Alright. And this is, I actually zip tied everything up out of the way this time. Made it a little neater than it usually was, because all these wires were hanging. Go for another camera. Yeah, they're going in. They're fitting really good. I need one more power. We should have a total of 3 more cameras. I got someone calling. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now I got to get back and make sure Nope, wasn't hooked in, see? That one's in. We need a power. Should be down to 2. Now they make them splitters that are a spider looking thing. I'm going to hook all my wires on. Because it looks like I got an extra one, but one of them wires that are going out is bad. I just don't know which one. This one's a blue color. It's a little harder to get on. There it is. And I'll unplug it when I go to hook the powers on. But one of these, they go out that way, is a bad cable. I'll figure out which one I can cut I'll just cut the ends off. I just don't know which one. Because the blue one's the new one, I'm pretty sure. Alright. I know it still looks like a mess, but that's a lot neater than it was. Making sure it ain't near anything. We're good. The boxes really don't get hot, so we're going to go ahead and hook our Ethernet up. I'm going to see if I can get a little more Ethernet cable here. I didn't zip tie these, I used a bread tie, looks like, so I'm good. I'm going to take it like I did the other stuff. Make sure it ain't no dirt or dust on there. It's plugged in, locked in. Need to take our old, wish they'd make this longer, but they don't. Alright, mouse is in. I know you see another mouse sitting there, and one, just use that to see. Put that in there. Let's change. There we go. I can move the mouse on that. That way you can see everything. And this is just a Sony 20-inch or 24-inch TV we're going to use. Nothing's hooked up. We're going to turn the TV on. Alright. I'm going to set this back over here for a second. I was trying to use this as a little base up there, but there we go. Or a shelf. Just keep stuff at two different heights. Don't think I got any tape or anything over here. I could put screws back in. Got the hardware for the, we'll set them up there. That's actually for the hard drive. And you can see this one's made a little different. This one had, that's what I thought was wrong with this, but I hooked it up direct because I got a piece where you can hook on, it's old technology, but you can hook your hard drive in and put it on your computer, test it. So it wasn't that, it's something on the board, which it probably could be fixed, but I don't have the technology to fix it. Trying this without a screwdriver. It's actually working. I'll be right back. I'm going to get a screwdriver so we can tighten them up. Then we'll go through the setup. Last time it was setting up, I got dyslexia and it was setting up pretty easy for me. It was well, that's what I said, a well-made machine or box. Just because your box goes bad doesn't mean, if you got cameras, doesn't mean you got to go buy new cameras and everything. Go to Amazon, buy a box. If there's something wrong with the box, if you've been a member like I have, on Amazon for as long as I have, I just did a replacement on Friday when I got it, because that's when it went. I got this on Sunday. So, there we go. It's fitting pretty good. Everything's out of the way. Mouse. Screen's still on. As you see, I'm making this video in case something happened to this one. I want to make sure you can see this because smoke came out the last time. Here we go. It's plugged in. I hear the hard drive kicking. Should come over here. Oh, it's working. I forgot to hook this up. That won't matter. That's just HDMI. It's not going to send a short or nothing. Let's see if we can send that up through this. Give us a little more room. Always blow your HDMIs out and make sure that they're good. You don't want dust and dirt in there. There we go. It's starting to come right on. Looks like it did. This is where we got. And then we got past this a little bit. Another 5-10 minutes because I'm dyslexic or with it. You can see it flashing. It'd probably been quicker if I was dyslexic, but it took me like 10 minutes to go through, scroll through it. So, and it took me a minute to figure this out because you got to hit English first. Apply. Let me see if I can get you closer so you can see what I'm doing. In case someone else out there is like I am. Cannot read that great. That screen is showing blue, but it's white. I don't know how good you're going to see that, guys. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can zoom in. Probably not. Let me stop it. I'm going to switch cameras around. Okay. Then he wants to know I want you to create a password. So I'll go ahead and go through this step and then once you're an email and all, then I'll come back. Okay, you'll go through and make your password, your email, blah blah blah. Then it's got like that circle lock that you got on your phones where you make a pattern. You got to make a pattern twice. It's got to be identical. That's how you're going to unlock it. Really wouldn't matter if I probably showed it to you because you couldn't get into it. But a smart person probably could. They could probably hack it somehow. I don't know. I'm going to make it month, day, and year. So it's 1/22/23. And it says it's 15. It's Army time. Let me see. 1 o'clock is 13. Now I'm in the wrong thing. Actually, it's really, really close. I'm going to crank that up just one. It'll probably reset itself. There we go. I'm going to go previous. This, it says self-adaption. I'm going to leave that alone. It tells you, I don't know what all the rest of it is. Probably can pick an IP address. It found my hard drive. And the first one wasn't really doing that till I got in there and I had to take that cable back off and put it back on. That's what I said. I think there was something wrong with the... We're going to hit next. Actually, we'll go ahead and format that. We can. Let's format it. See if that works. That way it'll be formatted for this. Because this is a ANNE something. Alright. I'm going to click on that. I don't know what that does. Label free. Alright, well, we're going to hit next. We formatted it. It's got, that is so weird. That's why I can never understand it. It's got 931, it's all supposed to TIG. But the free space is only 996. not even 900 gigs. All right. Click on this just see what it does. I don't know. It says enable H for initials. I don't know. I made it to where the cameras started coming on. Yeah, right there is what it is. I can go. You can go back and reset that up the way the guy said. Let's see if the cameras come on. We got 1, 2, 3. We got 6 cameras. Looks like 1. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So the other camera's got to be redone. I don't know if we can shut this off. Here we go. I'm going to power off or shut down. Came up quick this time. Last time it wasn't doing all this. Because you don't want to just unplug it. It should power itself off. Then you can set it up for if someone goes in front of the camera, but there's one camera that's not on. And that's what I said. I don't want to unplug it and then try to plug it in and it. I don't know. It says 1, 2, 3. It's counting up over here. I don't know why, but right here in the corner. It went up to 4. Might be counting the cameras. I could not tell you. I know it made it up to 4, and I can't click on anything. I like the layout because the other one was a little more difficult to use. Alright, I'll go ahead and pause you, and when it shuts off, we'll redo it and show you. Let me turn you around here. Okay, it's starting to come back on. Let's see if we got 7 cameras. Everything seems to be alright so far. But we need them 7 cameras. Should be 1 box empty. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. Alright. Let me go and shut her down again, pause you. We'll get her. I might be unhooking the wrong one. Thought it was the ones over there. There you go. Could be wrong. Let's see how many we got this time. There's 7 cameras because I never hooked the 8th camera up. Didn't need it. I got 6 of them actually on the house. So you can see around the house, and I got 1 on my main garage. Shooting out towards the driveway. Says it's 1080p, or it's supposed to be. Now, That didn't work. Alright. We got 6. Alright, it's another camera. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll bring it back when I get it all done. Figure it out. Okay, I took a chance. Let me see. We can see up there. These cables right here going up, the blue ones, I think that's what I bought a longer one to go to the garage. I think I was unhooking the wrong ones. Let's get you back. Because I had to rerun it because the wind and everything here, up here in Maryland was taking the line and tore it up. So I ran it down, and under the rain spout, it was still high enough to walk on and get vehicles under, and went over. Cross our fingers. I'm just taking a guess that's what it was. I should have seen it to start it first, but I'm hoping. Lights are blinking. I'm hoping I got only one box. Nope. Now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, the big long one. I was wrong. I'm gonna have to go start going through each one to find, because as of right now, alright, I'm gonna spin you so you don't see that. I know it doesn't matter, you're not here, but there you go. If you got a way of hacking, people they probably get in there. Alright. I want to see if we could change the grid on the cameras. Alright, we can make that bigger. Here it is. I wanted to make... Yeah, that's what I used to run. Yeah, now I can understand. So the one I just unhooked that big long one, looks like. I don't know how I did that, but that one goes out to the garage, so. We'll be back in a little while. Sorry about that. Okay, I got it now, but now you're all blurry. Now we only got 2 squares. 2 minus 9 is 7. So now I got to come up here. Crap. Let me zoom you back out. We got to come up here into this mess. And the one that's unhooked here, I got to feed that through. Because that's the one that's bad. Looks like it might be one of the first ones I hooked up. Didn't think it was, but... It should be... And since this still got power to it, just by unplugging it will not hurt anything. Unless I really had bad static electricity or something. Just want to make sure I'm hooking the right one. It's this top one right here. Maybe. Might be harder than it looks. You gotta push and turn. And pushing and turning, but there it goes. Finally, all of them are still hooked up. They're running. I don't want to jiggle it too much. Send a surge to it, but there's the one. So that one right there. What I can do, so it don't happen again, I take my old wire cutter, snips, dikes. They're called all them things. Make sure I'm cutting the right one. Now we can't hook that up anymore. That wire's bad. We knew that. Alright, now let's go back. This is a pretty decent camera system so far. I have to do another review on it maybe later. See if we can get you up here a little bit. For what I paid for it, it's real good. This camera is really good. This one's good. That one's good. These have got lines going through them, so the cameras might need to be replaced or acting up. I don't know. Let's try. I'm going to try the car one. Alright. Let me undo this so I can spin you. Because you don't need to see my admitting code or whatever. I do like. Whoops, sorry about that. I do like that you just put the admitting code in and you don't have to type anything like the last one. And that turns that on. Smart Analyze. I want to see if it had zoom. The last one I had zoom. Oh, here it is. Zoom. Don't know how to work it, but it does have it. Image settings. We can change it. Let's change the sharpness. That's on 2. I'll put sharpness on 13. I don't know what this does. Let's see. That's on 2, so we'll have to put it back if it screws it up. Put that back on 2. I'm going to change the sharpness. Don't know what that's doing. That says motion detected. Backup. That's power on and off. Download. What's a download? That's, I guess, you upgrade the systems. It says month, day, mouse point. You can change and all that stuff. Networking. Auto log out every 5 minutes. All right. That means we got to click on that again to get out of here. Cameras. Trying to get back to the cameras now. Oh, there it is. You got to pick on live cameras to go back. Click on this, it takes it back. Then that's what I said. Split one. I'm going to put it on 3x3. Click over here. Now the old camera, I could just click on this and go back. All right, it's working. It's not too bad. For being a $60 camera box, this is actually pretty decent. The cameras I got are night vision cameras, so I don't know what the 61 is, but I could put another camera in too, but this camera right here actually came from McDonald's. When my cousin worked there and he was a manager and they were getting rid of their camera systems and he gave it to me. I got another one down there. It's huge. Playback, file. I'm going to hit Smart Analytics that says all cameras. I don't know what it does. Oh, you pick which one. I guess you pick which one you like. Which one looks best to you? I'm going to say that one. No video found. I don't know then. Oh, I see what it is. It searches for vehicles and everything else. Man, this thing does some. This one searches for humans. Says it was. I guess I hit this. I hit explore. Okay. I couldn't tell you. Go. Oh, we select them all. Please enter a valid number. I don't know what a valid number is. Oh, there we go. Now we can view it. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, it's only going to be the first one because that's the camera it was on. Let's see if we can make it enlarged. Well, anyway. It cameras, go back to cameras. It says target data. Smart detect. I'm gonna turn them all on. I'm gonna go in over here, left click. I'm gonna click on. I'm gonna right click, not left click. Right or left. Device. Let me see. Cameras. Motion in use. Video enabled. Recording. It's recording on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It says 8, but here it is. 15 frames per second, full frame. 15 frames. Networking. I don't know. There ain't no upgrade. What's an online upgrade? That's automatically on. I don't know. I don't want to mess with that. I'm not going to change any of this. I just want to see what it says. You guys know more about than I would. I can't click on them. Recording, so. There was something in here that, oh, I can go 1920 1080p. Let's see if that works. Changing the output resolution, it says. There's supposed to be 5 megapixel cameras, which ain't nothing. The last ones were 2. I don't even know if it's going to work. I was trying to figure out how to make that bigger, but image settings. I know that. I don't even know what that is, and I'm not going to touch it. Okay. XLR. Audio. We ain't worried about audio. Stop recording. We don't want to do that. Instant playback. Let's see what instant playback does. That actually works. Let's try it again. The instant playback goes back. It's 1630 all the way up to 1635. 5 minutes, roughly. All right. Playback. Let's try playback on. Can we pick a camera? Alright. Now, should be able to move this line one way or another. Fast forward. Alright, hold on. Back up. Yep, it's working. Seen the car go by. Alright, that's cool, pretty cool. Let's go back up live cameras. Change that. Think we were in the cameras. Yeah, that's just cameras turning it on. I don't... Alright. I don't know what that does. I'm not going to touch it. Storage. Alright. We know the settings. Live views. Enable audio output. No. Full screen motion something. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to touch it. If I don't know, I'm not going to change it. Showing the views. Events, network, user, general. Go back to live view, I guess. And go back in there and everything seems to be working. It's got 20, it's a 24 up there. I don't know what that means. This camera is great. This camera is great. This one. These three got like glitches, lines going through them. So. Alright, that's just my quick review of that. Of the ANNKE camera system off Amazon for what I tell you, I paid less than that, but I think it was $60 or something. Or I might have paid 60, it might have been 70, I don't know. I'll put a description down below. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. You didn't, thumbs down, at least watch one. Please subscribe, and bye till later. Thanks for watching.